So the topic I chose from the Proverbs topics is friendship. I chose this because friendship is a really important thing in everyday life. We have friendships with so many people, including ourselves, God, classmates, teachers, and anyone we see on a daily basis. So we're going to dive deeply into 5 verses that talk about friendship in the Proverbs, explain them a little bit, and talk about life applications.
One that hath friends must show himself friendly, and there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother.
So Proverbs 18 verse 24, this verse explains to us how important true friends are, and that when they are true, they will stick beside us and close to us, like the true friendship we have with Jesus. So a lesson that we can draw from this is that when we are making friends, even if it was just a few of them, it's critical that they are true and reliable. God calls us to love one another and treat others as we want to be treated. And if we do this, we will see that in the end, no matter how hard it is, we'll be left with true blue friends.
A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity.
So Proverbs 17 verse 17, this verse in my opinion is trying to show that no matter what we go through in life, good or bad, our friends will be there. There are many examples of this in the Bible, and it shows how true this verse is. So a lesson from this would be that God is that close friend to us. When it seems like the world is collapsing, He is still there, and we can pray to Him, and He will be there. It is very rare to find anyone like this, and the fact that we have always had Him our entire life is amazing.
Many will entreat the favor of the prince, and every man is a friend to him that giveth gifts.
So the next verse that I chose from the Proverbs about friendship is Proverbs 19 verse 6. When we think of giving gifts, we can sometimes get caught up in the thought of, oh, this will make me a better person, or maybe this person will like me more if I buy them something. However, this verse explains that this is not the case. I have taken this verse as if it's saying when we have extra things, we should give them to the poor so that we can benefit the entire world with our wealth. Every man is a friend to him that giveth gifts. The world is our friend, and we can give the gift of kindness and love to everyone around us. A lesson from this verse is not exactly the same for everyone. It's kind of like a moral story that hits deep down, and you hear, and it says to you what you need to change. Are you just giving gifts because you want to be liked, or are you giving the gift of love? There are a lot of verses like this in the Bible, and I chose this one because it kind of has different meanings for everyone.
Ointment and perfume rejoice the heart, so doth the sweetness of a man's friend by hearty counsel.
So I hope I'm not sounding repetitive, but the next verse is Proverbs 27 verse 9. So this verse tells us how we can be happy when we are surrounded by the presence of those that we love. A lesson from this is that we should not spend our time with people who make us feel unwanted or unloved. When we spend time with those that care about us, we will feel so much better and can connect with them. So an example of this in our everyday life is when we are with our friends at school. We are enjoying our time, and we actually like hanging out with them, and our mood is uplifted. Our mood drastically changes by the people we are with, and hopefully once we are past this life with the memories we have here, we can move on to a life with Christ, whose presence we will always be happy with.
He that walketh with the wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed.
Certainly last, but definitely not least, is Proverbs 13 verse 20. So there's an old saying that goes, the people you hang out with will have a big impact on who you are. I think this is very true, and this verse says it perfectly. It is true that if we walk with the evil, it will lead us in the wrong direction. A lesson from this is that we are so pressured by everything in today's world that we should not let that pressure get to us. It is so important to stand our ground and prove to ourselves that what we believe in will not be changed by the pressure we face in everyday life. So, Proverbs 17 verse 17, this verse in my opinion is trying to show that no matter what we go through in life, good or bad, our friends will be there. There are many examples of this in the Bible, and it shows how true this verse is. So a lesson from this would be that God is that close friend to us. When it seems like the world is collapsing, He is still there, and we can pray to Him, and He will be there. It is very rare to find anyone like this, and the fact that we have always had Him our entire life is amazing.